Hello everyone! Welcome to Sylt vlog. I'm starting this one on Thursday and my mommy is also with me. Falco and Leia are just running in front of us and we are heading to Italian restaurant that we picked up for tonight. A little note from my future self at this point, because we were running so late that day that I could not give you any context of all what we did the past days, where we were at or what we were planning to do. But if you stay and continue watching this pretty long vlog, I would say, you're gonna get all the information that you need. Shenzgina, da ganacheb.
Nein, alleine.
Ara bishagit khari alleine ara. I think I never really mentioned the reason why I started vlogging in the middle of the week when it's just a few days left of our holiday. And the fact is that I forgot my mic at home and I realized it on the way to here. It totally spoiled my afternoon because I knew that I would not be able to film anything. You guys all know that with the schedule that we have with Leia, it would be practically impossible for me to have like B-roll and then do voiceover. So I was feeling really frustrated. We checked a few possibilities if there would be option to purchase one here on an island, which was not the case. So we ordered one in store and we were not even exactly sure if it would arrive any of these days. Surprisingly, it arrived earlier than we thought and today we could pick it up. So here we are. Now we have to keep all the fingers crossed that the weather stays as good as it was before, that I can show you around all the beauty that is here. Yum, yum, yum. The food is here and it looks marvelous. Pizza. And mine is big raviolis with ricotta cheese and spinach. You know the best thing on a holiday? It's this. This way I don't have to push the stroller and hold her on my shoulder. It's late and she's overtired. Overall, my mom is a gem. At some point she felt so uncomfortable and voiced her worries that she feels like being a burden, being always with us on the holidays ever since Leia was born. And both Falco and I felt a little bit shocked with her comment. First I thought, like, do we make her feel that way? But then I knew that it's just her personality, of not appreciative of everything that she does for us, for Leia. I can wholeheartedly say that having her on board has made whole days so much easier, given me so much space for myself. First thing in the morning to get ready in peace. Well, whole day long, obviously, as well. Crazy that she could think that. So lovely and so cozy in here. All the houses look just adorable. Good morning, everyone. It's 8:30 and I just got myself ready. We are waiting for Falco to go down for breakfast. I came out on this little balcony. We have this little seat outside. All of the rooms have that, which seems to be sort of like blueprint for Sylt. It's like everywhere, in the restaurants, at the shopping area, obviously at the beach. I think it's only in Germany that I've seen such beach seat boxes. I only knew the classic laying ones, so to say. Anyhow, I'm sitting out here because Leia is obviously listening music on full volume in the living room and my mom is entertaining her. My view is this. We have a little garden area and just behind that little artificial mountain type of thing is the sea. So we are very, very close to it, and still we have only been once on the beach. So we want to use the good day that we have today because it's supposed to be the last one before we go back home and to go once again on the beach. I'm with t-shirt, but it's pretty chilly. I say sunny, but I will probably need some cardigans.
Mama.
So much about being without the kid out here. Leia is coming with her Tony box. So, I have a company.
I'm the same last mama.
Kina dajde. Kina chimtan dajde. We switched up the toys because it was inaudible with Leia's music. Anyhow, what I wanted to say is that today we are planning a beach day and then maybe to visit another part of the island, which, as we read, was the former central area of this island. I don't remember the name right now. But, you know, where we are right now, the Westerland is the most touristic part and also the central. Not a dull moment with a toddler. Anyhow, so yeah, that's what we're gonna be visiting. I tried to take few snippets yesterday. I don't know, on the camera it looked pretty brim, like nothing really spectacular, but maybe it was an evening. So let's see if I film anything new. As for where we stay, this is the living area. The sofa unfolds to a bed, and that's where my mom sleeps. We have little dining spot, but we have not really used it for anything else than just playing. Well, obvious, everything is covered in children's toys, and that's all what we travel with. You know, like you need entire luggages full of toys, and that's what makes the travel even more difficult. Another thing is the washings that, you know, always tells that you are on a trip with a child. Our luggages and some of the handbags that I took with me, Birkin, Cezanne bag, as well as the Goyard for the travel, but also for the rainy days, and then little Chanel because it's hands-free and very comfortable. We obviously had to bring along our favorite scent toys. Here is wine, but no one touched it. So we need to run for a breakfast because Leia is being impatient. Here we have a little entrance area with all the shoes. Chaotic, that's the reality of it. A small kitchen area where we did not cook anything. Full-size mirror, which is, I don't know, wonderful and not, surprisingly, not existent everywhere. And then we have second floor, which goes into basement. Bathroom on one side. Falco is inside right now. And a very large bedroom where we sleep, which is amazing, especially given that Leia sleeps in a pitch dark room. We can pull these curtains. It gets really, really dark. Huge king size bed. Leia sleeps with us, but we also have a cot. I can imagine for those families where children sleep separately, that would be very, very convenient. The outfits, all the outfits are in the wardrobe. To be frank, I really cannot handle living in a mess, chaotic environment where you have to search things in the luggage throughout the days. The first thing that I'm doing usually when I arrive anywhere is to pack out and put everything neatly. That might sound like, well, of course, type of thing for a few, but I know already, like ever since I moved to Europe, I got to know a number of people, again, no judgment included. For me, was a little bit surprised that they can embrace that chaos and still thrive, but I'm definitely not one of those. So that's that for a little tour of our space. I think it's very homely and very big, which was very important for us because this way Leia has enough space to run around, to play, but also separated area for her to sleep whilst we can chill in the evening, talk or do our stuff. I think I really need to run now to breakfast because my mom and Leia already left and I can't imagine it going good without me being there. Typical breakfast chaos it does. At least Leia is done eating and right now everyone else has to via her jumping around the neck. Luckily we have this little aquarium that gets her distracted whilst we try to eat. We are in the playing room, which is so well equipped. I'm just really, really impressed. Lots of books over here and tons of age-appropriate toys like puzzles and Legos, cuddly toys, as well as little board here for hanging all the paintings that children do, as well as the view out into the garden. How wonderful it is to have so many people around because they entertain the kid whilst you can do your own things. Never not traveling with grandma on board, because I would not be able to do what I'm doing right now if not her. It is 11 a.m. and we are finally out. I think what you have missed so far of the days is that we went to Kampen, which is quite famous area for large villas and luxury shopping. I just could not go there to see the little Hermes boutique that opened a few years ago. I don't remember what was the thing, but I remember that we even received the invitation. That was the year that I got my Kelly, so it was very special. Obviously, I could not make it up to coming to Sylt, but it stayed in my mind, and once being here, I really wanted to see it. I'm going to insert pictures for you to see, but it looked like one of the traditional housing. They even have construction laws which say that all the houses have to be covered with this Reddach, which I don't know the translation of. In Kampen, all the houses have to be covered with that traditional... Is it straw, Falco? In English. There were lots of art galleries and also restaurants and obviously all the clothing stores. They also had red cliffs that you can see at its best at the sunset, which we could not do obviously because of Leia. We had to go back. They also had a little platform built over the dunes where the heath was blooming. So it was simply magnificent in terms of a view. It's a little bit unfortunate that I did not get to film that yesterday, but it is as this. As told, we are taking you today on board and hopefully it's going to be as nice.
Auto kommt da.
Kommt der Auto?
Leia, man geht trotzdem nicht auf der Straße, auch wenn kein Auto kommt, ne?
Constant struggle of keeping Leia off the roads. This is the kind of houses that are everywhere here, but feels more like a local center, like village-like, because it's so quiet. Well, it's quiet everywhere in Sylt. It's a really perfect family vacation island. Wow, it just reminds me the area we live in, like residential. You can hear the birds. I don't know if you do, but I definitely. At least there are electric cars everywhere to remind us that we're in 2025. So my mom is trying to push Leia in front and we are all making a quiet prayer that she falls asleep because her naps have been all over the place last days. It was expectable. It's something you know that it's going to be like that. But you can still cut it loose in terms of like not worrying. Once we return home on Sunday, she directly starts her daycare on Monday. And I can already anticipate how difficult it's going to be for her to get back to the routine. And more so, she has not fallen asleep before 22 any of the days, which is understandable as she naps really, really late. Something that first-time parents can relate the most, I guess. Because the more kids you have, crazier it gets, I would assume. Beautiful countryside living. We are sitting outside in a Spanish restaurant waiting for our order to arrive. It's just so cozy and comfortable. The weather is just perfect, not too cold, not too warm. And this is the view. Leia finally sleeps. Falco is out with her. Oh, they just arrived. Perfect timing because the order has to come as well too. We just ordered burgers for ourselves and my mom got Caesar salad. Everything is here. Bon appetit, Falco! how my mom's food is, but ours is literally 10 out of 10, and I'm not your burger kind of gal. It seems we are all very happy with the food. We are going to the beach right now. Before we head down, I wanted to quickly show you the view around here. Now you can probably see how it looks. We are basically staying in that hotel, and downhill there is the sea. It's almost 6 p.m. We are just slightly too late for beach time, to be frank, but we took the snacks. How beautiful. There is something about German beaches, you know, something different. Evening bliss. Meadows followed by white sands and the sea. Gorgeous. I don't know how much is visible here, but there are quite a lot of people on the beach. And it might have to do with the fact that tomorrow it starts to rain, so everyone is trying to make the best of the good weather day. It is a lot windier and the waves are huge. I don't know how much you can see, but it's so beautiful and so tranquil. We just quickly came out to order our dinner in, and we found ourselves on this very cute small street, which is full of cafes and restaurants that I'm going to show you in a second. So this is how it looks. It's full of people. We are almost never at this o'clock outside because, for obvious reasons. But today we decided to grab Asian noodles and some sushi to have a safe bed together with Leia. I don't know if I've mentioned, but it's been disastrous to go to restaurants together with her. I remembered it different from last times. It was always more manageable. Maybe it's the fact that my mom is with us or that we are doing it like 3 times a day. But she feels really, really overwhelmed. Also, her taste might have changed. She's not eating almost anything and is not very eager to try new stuff. So the days are gone when we would go on a holiday and pick up places based on our mood and flavors. We always have to look what she might eat and what she might like. So yeah, that's the reason that we're gonna be having sushi today. Hello, it's our last full day. Leia is sleeping. Today she fell asleep at home and it turned out the earliest nap of the whole week. We were just talking how she struggles to fall asleep whilst being outside, which is probably normal, but I would say she struggles more than ever. She never falls asleep peacefully. It's always under screaming and we can't really do anything. We're walking non-stop without enjoying the environment, or whilst one enjoys, the other one gets annoyed because because he has to continue, he or she. So yeah, it's always a challenge quite a bit. So it was nice that we managed it at home. Today in the morning we were in the aquarium, which was directly next to the hotel. I did not really film there, but I took a few pictures that I'm gonna show you. So we are using the time and we are outside together with my mom. We also ate an ice cream, which was a great thing because Leia is obsessed with ice creams. We'll probably have to do a lot of work right now to get her used to the idea that it was a holiday, so she could get ice cream every single day, and that won't be forever. So we ate it in peace, and right now we are chilling in front of this beautiful garden, which is so lovely, full of children. But I'm gonna do a quick snapshot. So yeah, that's that. And then we probably head to a town hall to show you around before we will have to head back home and spend the afternoon together. Such an adorable little flower spot. So cute. So we didn't go to the main square where the city hall is because Leia woke up and she was very upset to find out that we were not at home. So we rushed back home and eventually we ended up coming to the beach. I am so grateful to the weather gods that it's not raining today because we were expecting whole day rain today and we're making up plans in our mind what to do with the kid. So despite the fact that it's pretty chill and you can see that I'm wearing cardigan together with jeans on the beach, it's still sunny and the air is definitely very good. I don't know if you can see, but my mom is just there enjoying the view, and there are huge waves and there are not a whole lot of people out here. That means more of privacy and personal space whilst being out on the beach. So Lea, wie hast du den Urlaub gemacht? War es schön?
Ja.
War es schön? Hast du das Meer gemacht?
Ja.
Ja. Cześć, Makocie.
Yes, Mama.
Och, och, och. Hier Schultern und auf dem Bein. Och.
Der was weg.
Bebo ist zurück. Rukur tunahin. Teda sukar khardzalian. Falco is having a full bliss whilst reading his magazine, for which he never really has time at home. One last look over the sea before we head to the dinner. Einfach weiter schreit. After editing the vlog, I realized that I never really gave a proper finish to it. And one thing to know about me is that I don't like videos that don't have a proper intro and a finish, because I feel like that I'm hanging out with you guys, and if I don't say hello or goodbye and leave you in the middle of a discussion, it's gonna be odd, right? So that's what I'm trying to do right now. I didn't really film in the end because the travel day with toddler is always a little bit stressful, even though everything went smooth. We again took train, which was a brilliant decision for us to take instead of a car. She has possibility to move around, to pick out her toys, to eat. We even managed to make her asleep on the way back, which is, so difficult for Leia. Also having these dedicated family areas where she doesn't feel overwhelmed with others, but we are also a lot more relaxed because even if she's a bit louder, it's okay, it's among us. And I could not imagine any scenario her being comfortable without crying, screaming, strapped in a car seat for 3-4 hours. I know it works for a lot of parents, but going anywhere with car is so stressful for me. So that's short. But also we had all the luggages, and then we had to take taxi because it was raining in the morning that we left. The only day that it rained, by the way. So thankful for the luck that we had. So just to finish up, that was the reason why I decided not to end up too overall fast and not to vlog any further. To get back to the topic of weather, we were expecting at least half of the days of our stay having a little bit of rain at least. But as I mentioned in the vlog, weather gods were on our side. It only rained at night. It was dry already in the morning. It was not very cold. We wore like light cardigans. Leia was used to the weather. We did not have to cream her. Even though in my imagination, a beach holiday always meant like super warm, like southern coastline, I realized that together with small toddler, maybe this was a better choice. It was not overloaded. She had lots of fun on the beach. It was in such a close proximity to where we stayed, but also very close to the core area of the island. So the location, the service of the hotel, very family friendly. A combination made really the thing for us. I'm so glad that we pulled through, even though I was so skeptical if I would like it, because I'm not a really nature person. I know that a lot of people who go to Sylt, like do bikings and going to nature exploration, or they do luxury shopping, which I was not planning anyway, or they go out partying because they have really, cool party locations, but that was obviously out of, not even an option for us. So I was wondering what it's going to be, and thankfully it turned out a lot better than we imagined. And I cannot end this gratitude summarizing part without mentioning the efforts, the help of my mom, like having her on board in the restaurants where obviously 2-year-old doesn't really sit and wait, is being loud and other people are eating. And even though it's all normal, you still feel under pressure and stressed when she starts to freak out, throws herself around. Having extra pair of hands who would take her out was just a pure luxury. Or in the mornings where Falco could sleep in, I could get ready without being hurried, whilst I knew that she was taking care and played outside. Pure luxury. So grateful for her. I think just overall, for me emotionally, having her with me for our walks, chats in between. Yeah, feeling overwhelmingly eager for this few days of home. Yeah, I hope I could catch the essence of the days, at least the few ones when I had my mic with me through this vlog. Apologies for the sounds in the background. Leia is being bathed. If you like this vlog, please drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I'm gonna see you on my next one.